Decent is shaping the future of healthcare. The Austin, Texas company is offering a new way for self-employed individuals now to obtain affordable health insurance plans. So here to tell us all about it is Nick Soman. He's the founder and CEO of Decent. Nick, great to have you here. Thanks for joining us. So tell us how you're making healthcare more accessible and affordable for those self-employed people out there.
Well, you said it really well. I'm Nick from Decent.com. And we found a way to make self-employed people be able to get affordable health insurance that's comprehensive, that they can purchase year-round, that is ACA compliant, that covers people who get sick, who are sick. We don't ask medical questions. And we just needed there to be a more affordable option for these folks, especially with the rising number of self-employed people in this country. We found a way to make health insurance more affordable for them at Decent.com.
Explain to us how you're able to achieve that affordability, given that you can offer premiums up to 50% lower than typical market rates. How is that possible?
So a big part of this story is that we set this up in a way that everybody benefits when costs are kept under control and when people are healthy. The thing that a lot of people don't know about the current health insurance business is that traditional health insurance carriers take a fixed cut of the total cost of care, which sounds kind of good. And in some ways it is good. It prevents them from just keeping all the money. But it means that in some ways they make more money when the total cost of care goes up. And that's called a perverse incentive. And I don't think that anybody's bigger than their incentives. The way we've set it up at Decent, we can benefit when every cost is kept under control. And a big piece of that is all of our plans include unlimited primary care for free with your personal doctor. And it's going to feel a little bit like concierge medicine. But what's really cool about that is that you're able to see your doctor faster, you're going to get better care, and the more care that's kept in the primary care setting, the more the plan can save and the more the member can save, which is part of what keeps our rates so affordable. We all have had the experience of going into a doctor and they'll see you for 12 minutes and then refer you out to 2 labs and a specialist. It doesn't work that way with Decent plans. You're going to have a relationship with a personal doctor that's going to be able to see you often same day or next day for a half hour at a time.
And Nick, how are you able to actually pull that off in terms of operating costs? Because if premiums being 50% lower than typical market rates, no doubt it is an amazing deal, but that's got to come at a cost. How are you guys able to pull this off?
Well, that's the wild thing about it. The more care that's provided in the primary care setting, and I really want to give a shout out to the doctors we're working with who are called the direct primary care movement of doctors. These are folks that are often working with populations, some have insurance and some who don't, and they'll take a monthly membership fee and they'll cover all of your primary care. All of those needs is addressed in that primary care membership fee. All we've done is we've built wraparound health insurance plan around that. So all your care can be covered. And again, keeping that care in the primary care setting is more affordable for the patient and for the plan. And that's a big part of what keeps our costs low. We also don't have nearly the administrative overhead. A lot of people estimate that there's $3.5 trillion per year spent in this country on healthcare, and about a quarter to 30% of that is wasted on admin overhead. We raised $8 million as a Silicon Valley funded business to offer plans without, that massive administrative overhead, and that's just being passed directly back to savings to the members.
There's so many parts of the healthcare industry that are still pretty archaic, and a lot of tech companies, whether they're startups or the large tech companies, are trying to disrupt. Are there any maybe regulatory hurdles or pushback that you had in trying to disrupt the industry of healthcare overall?
It's such a good question because it is and it should be a highly regulated business. We've been working very closely with an entity called the Texas Department of Insurance. We're very close with them. We work with them directly. We actually hired a gentleman, Eligio Salas, who retired from there to join our team. And we've just been trying to do this the right way. And the really great thing about the Texas Department of Insurance is Austin, Texas, where we've launched. And again, you can buy these plans now at Decent.com. You can buy them year round. It's the single fastest growing city for these skilled freelancers and self-employed people, whether they be skilled freelancers, sole proprietors, partners at accounting firms, or even independent contractors really have this need. And the Texas Department of Insurance saw that and they said, look, as long as you do it by the book and we do everything by the book, we are going to welcome your efforts to come to town and serve Texans.
All right, you mentioned Austin was where the market you guys are in right now. Are you guys looking to other markets as well?
Oh, yeah, we're going to be expanding throughout Texas in the next year. I expect this to be an additional state after that. We're early and we're taking feedback. So anybody who wants to email me and let us know where they think we should go, I'm Nick@Decent.com, or if you'd rather send a general email, hello@Decent.com. We get a lot of requests for expansion. We're starting in Texas because it's so business friendly. It's a tremendous market to serve.
All right, that's Nick Soman. He is the founder and CEO of Decent. Nick, thanks so much for joining us.